about what he wants to see by 2030.
Yep.
But I think there are still questions about the specifics of how they're actually going to get there. So there have been studies that have suggested that to get to that kind of a goal, more than half of the new cars and SUVs that are being sold at dealerships would need to be electric. Right now it's only about 2%. Is that something that the president agrees with, that they need to be at half of those being electric by 2030?
You know, that's not a goal that's not a number or a goal that he set, because he feels that there are a number of ways to get there. And that I saw that reporting as well. That's an example of a way to get there. But there are additional ways, you know, including that impact a lot of sectors, from electricity, transportation, buildings, industry, and lands. Our view is there are a lot of pathways to get to reach this goal. Some of it will be done through legislation, through laws that will be put in place. Some of it will be done to incentivize investment in areas like electric vehicles and electric charging stations, which is already happening in the private sector, right? A lot of the car companies will tell you this is where the future of their industries are going anyway. But we want to incentivize and make that something that we can jumpstart in a lot of those industries. But there are a lot of options for how we get there, and so it isn't just one pathway to get there.
Okay, well, I've got one more question. On this Emergent facility
Yep.
in Baltimore,
Yep.
that of course has been plagued with issues, it seems like, and now U.S. regulators have conducted a study and found that they did not follow proper manufacturing procedures. They had poorly trained staff. That resulted in the contamination of materials that, of course, ruined what could have amounted to millions of Johnson & Johnson doses. This is a company that got $630 million from the federal government under the Trump administration, but is that a contract that you are going to keep, or has there been discussion about canceling that contract and not working with this company, given they have not produced one usable dose of the COVID-19 vaccine?
Well, I think some of the AstraZeneca doses did come from there, but that have gone to other countries. But I will say that we believe
For the United
for
States
the U.S.
for the
U.S. For the U.S. I will say to take some pressure off of take some criticism off of the former administration. There are a limited number of manufacturing facilities that have the capacity, as you know, you've been covering this for some time, that have the capacity and have the ability to produce a vaccine like this in this capacity and size and numbers. There's no question, hence they haven't been approved by the FDA for manufacturing, that Emergent has not met those bars and over time has not met those bars. In terms of future contracts, I don't have anything to predict on that front, but we'll continue to look for the FDA to give for it to meet the FDA's bar before we are providing vaccines from there to the American people.
So you're still going down that path for this facility to get approved by the FDA despite the number of issues that they've had?
Well, again, they have to make changes. Obviously, the FDA is working closely with them, and if they make those changes and they meet the FDA's bar, that's a different story. We'll see what happens.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, Maria.
Thanks, Jen. Will the First Lady be